Welcome to Commander Supreme Club, where we break down the games, call out the problems, and talk Washington football honestly.
Let's go, Commanders! We stand together! Strive!
Yo! It's official, like a referee with a whistle. The Washington Commanders have just hired their DC, Daronte Jones, out of the Minnesota Vikings camp as he was a defensive backs coach. So that's who the Commanders have just hired today. And they interviewed him last week. And he's been around. He's been around the block a little bit. You know, I don't know the reasoning behind it, why they hired him. I couldn't find that much video of him. I've seen a couple pictures here and there, but I know he's been around for a bit. He was previously with assistant with the Miami Dolphins, Cincinnati Bengals, and he's the Brian Flores is over there in Minnesota, so he works under him. He's been. It seems like he's been with Minnesota Vikings for some time now, a couple years. So we'll see how it goes. I don't. I hope everything goes well. I hope everything goes well. I don't have anything bad to say. I never really have anything bad to say about any player, really. But I just hope he has the right kind of players to work with in order for him to be successful. That's what I would say. I don't know if they have the right players on the roster at this point. I'm not sure. Now, if I'm going to assume that if he's going to run the same offense that they do in Minnesota, we probably lacking a few players for that system. Because why wouldn't he run the same system that they do in Minnesota? That's where he's been over the past couple of years. And I like the defense that Minnesota Vikings run. They send blitzes. Anybody can blitz you. Cornerback, linebacker, free safety, strong safety. I like the defense. So if he's coming to the Commanders with that style of defense, hey, that's fantastic. But I don't think they have all the players. I don't think so. I know they need another they need another pass rusher for sure. Now, are they going to go in the draft and try to get a pass rusher? I hope so. Now, should they sign a pass rusher in free agency? I think so. It's hard to build a team, a competitive team today if you're trying to build players strictly on the draft. I think those days are over. I think today you have to do a combination of two to build through the draft and through free agency. Look at New England. Look at the New England Patriots. They ended up getting 7, 8 free agencies last year. And look at them now. They're going to the Super Bowl. And then they still had some young players, but they ended up getting some more players in the draft last year. And look at them now. They're on the way. They're going to the Super Bowl. So hopefully Adam Peters doesn't play games like he did with Terry McLaurin. When it's time for Terry McLaurin to get paid, it was a whole nother type of shit. I mean, Terry McLaurin played his ass off out there. And when it was time for him to get paid, it was like Adam Peters didn't want to pay him. Or maybe somebody in the camp didn't think Terry McLaurin was worth it. For whatever reason. I mean, if that's your best wide receiver, so some would say arguably the best player you have besides Jaden Daniels, to me it would seem like we need to sign this guy in the offseason. We shouldn't even wait until training camp. We should start right after the Super Bowl. We should start early if he's that guy, but didn't seem that way. They let it drag out into the off season and in the training camp. And then Terry McLaurin he was limited during training camp. And then it lingered all the way through the season. And then when he did come back, he ended up pulling a calf, ended up having a calf injury, and that made it even worse. Not only did you feel disrespected, now you're injured. So hopefully they don't do the new players that they sign in the free agency this time. Hopefully Adam Peters does a better job. Hopefully. But hey, you tell me what you think about Daronte Jones, the new DC for the Washington Commanders. I hope things work out. He's been around. He has a lot of experience. Hopefully, Dan Quinn has found what he was looking for. I don't know what that could have been, but I know he interviewed nine people since the playoffs. Hopefully, the Daronte Jones was interviewed by at least 5 teams for their DC openings this month. Clearly, a highly I don't know. Homecoming for Jones. He was born in Maryland. Okay, so he was born in Maryland. The Commanders are finalizing the deal to hire Vikings defensive passing game coordinator and defensive backs coach Daronte Jones as their defensive coordinator. I guess he changed his mind. Jones has been one of Brian Flores' most trusted defensive coaches the past 3 seasons, and he also has coached. Okay, so him and Brian Flores has a good relationship. That's good. hopefully he keeps these guys accountable. Jones is a coaching veteran with a number of stops at the high school and college level before he joined the NFL ranks. This past season, with his 5th as the Vikings defensive back coach and 3rd as their defensive passing game coordinator. He was also previously an assistant with Miami, Cincinnati. Yeah, I said that already. And including, that's pretty much said that already. Yeah. So hopefully Brian Flores is top of the food chain as far as defensive coaches in the NFL. Now, the thing with Brian Flores is the reason why this is just my thoughts. The reason why I think Brian Flores hasn't gotten a head coaching job, at least the offer, is because he has a lawsuit against the NFL. So that's what I think. There's no proof of this, by the way. But at least whatever Brian Flores has, hopefully it's rubbed off on Daronte Jones as the Commanders' new DC. So, hey, that's all I got. Like, share this episode. Tell me what you think in the comments. You think it's a good hire or bad hire? Until next time, I'm out.
Welcome to the Commanders Supreme Club. We are building something legendary here, but we need you strong. Hit that like button right now. Show your power. Share this with your crew. Let them know where the real action is happening. And most importantly, subscribe. Don't miss a single moment of greatness. Join the family. We are waiting for you.